having said that, every now and again, you might get one that balks at the mouth of the jar. Oh, it's not going in, it's threatening to kill me. What will I do? Scoop it into the jar. Now, I'm actually pretty good at it, and I've used the lid of the jar. I'd much rather see you use a long-handled spoon. Now, definitely not a wooden spoon. They can gain traction, so they can walk up the shaft of a wooden spoon, bite you on the hand. So you want to go with long-handled stainless steel, too slippery for the spider to climb. Now, that's really as simple as it is.
Now look at him.
But what if it's not in the backyard? And I'm just going to move a little bit. I need some shade for this bit. Right, that'll do there. Righto. Now, what if it's not in the backyard? It's in the laundry. You've gone to shake out a towel for one of your English relatives who've overstayed their welcome at your house. Now, scratching an itch there, am I? Now, the male, often described as an aggressive spider. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to chase you. When we use the word aggressive in relation to spiders, it means the animal is enthusiastic about adopting a defensive posture. It's going to be keen to rear up and point the fangs for a strike. I'm going to try and get this one to attack me. Now, the easy way to do it is to poke it with a stick. However, poking animals with sticks isn't morally or ethically the right thing to do, and not the message we're sending to the children. So, in order to make the do-gooders happy, today my finger will be the stick. There you go, kids, take this message home. Righto. Now, for those of you who want to ask me if you've ever been rushed to hospital with a funnel web hanging off your finger, yes, I have. How did that happen? Oddly enough, using my finger as a stick. Righto. Now, don't try and do this at home. What I want this one to do is to rear up, point the fangs. Now, she doesn't want to play. I've got a couple of spares in there. Now, she should go all right, though.
That's a big spider.
Pretty well wound up. Righto. Now, off we come, sweetie pie. Oh, there we go. Beautiful stuff. Now, that is the classic strike position for funnel web. Whenever you see a picture or a postcard, it's always doing that. Now, I know it sounds a bit weird, right here, poised to kill, literally less dangerous than it was on the floor. Could have got distracted, walked up my leg. Now, I know you don't believe me, so here we go. Stay up, please. I can put my hand there.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Do you want me to make a noise when I do it? It's actually more impressive. See, got you all. Righto. Now, I need you up. You're about to walk off. Come on, sweet. There we go. Now I can do that quite safely for two reasons. The first, I'm better than you. The second, in that position, that spider's got three quite distinct physical disadvantages in relation to attacking a human. Now, they are, number one, location of the eyes. Andre, can you hear that little crackling sound coming out of that speaker? You can? I don't know why it's doing it.
Oh, spider.
Oh, bloody hell. This is when my wife rings me. Hello, darling. Now, right, now. Oh, great, mate. You're putting on a show down there. Rightio. Now, the three disadvantages. Number one, location of the eyes. The eyes on a funnel web, it might, I don't know whether it's the end of this, Andre, or not. This is a relatively new headset, shouldn't be doing that. Righto. Now, the eyes on the funnel web are on the carapace. That's the shiny bit where the legs join on. Now, the eyes are fixed in their gaze and focal point. So, if she's rearing up, she's effectively looking straight back. Can't see forwards, can't see her own fangs. Now, the next problem, the fangs themselves. They're very long and very sharp. They're so long, don't do that. They're so long, if they were straight, they would drag on the ground when the spider walks, and they'd be ruined, very, very quickly. So the fangs are recurved. They tuck underneath the animal's body, but they are not articulated fangs. She can't roll them like a rattlesnake. So to strike, you rear back and then drive the fangs forwards and down. Now, her last disadvantage, all of those legs. If you're a funnel web, you're going to have all your legs on the ground to perambulate or walk forwards. When you're arched into that strike or defensive position, it's physically impossible for you to walk. Now, the male will stay up in that defensive position for several minutes after confrontation, That gives you enough time to walk into the kitchen. You come back with a nice clean jar, just pop it down on top of the spider. Now, many people think at this point that they've caught the animal. They ring up all their relatives, boasting, I've caught a funnel web. Well, I hate to upset you, but you haven't caught the animal at all. All you've done here is to trap that spider under the jar. You need to transfer it from the laundry floor into the jar. Now, if your house is as crappy as mine, just lift up the tiles on the laundry floor. Aren't you laughing away up there? Like up there obviously lives in some sort of mansion. Now, if you're like him, you order the butler to collect the spider for you. Now, if your butler's on a day off or simply recalcitrant, you may have to do it yourself. Now, what I've got here is the guts out of one of those old Woolworths shopping bags. And it's Grandma's old trick, half the jar, half a millimetre. Very carefully encourage the spider under the card. Now, when you go to pick the whole lot up, you do not put your hand underneath, Mum. Finger on the top, a little bit of upwards pressure, there's your funnel web. Now, I'm sure some of you are thinking, oh yeah, you made it look easy, mate, but what if it jumps out of the jar and bites me? Don't think it's going to. The funnel web is a mygalomorph. It's a ground burrowing spider. They dig holes in very hard ground with relative ease. The average burrow is about 80 centimetres deep. They just don't jump. Now, the stories behind jumping funnel webs, hunting toddlers in their beds, sleeping the night away on the bottom of the swimming pool, all of these stories evolved in a period before there was an antivenom. All they could offer you in hospital was pain relief. Whether you lived or died was in the lap of the gods. And all these stories began to arise within the community about the superhuman abilities of funnel webs. Well, they were all just rubbish, and they were designed to terrify kids and keep them away from the boggy, wet bit of the backyard where the funnel webs lived. Now, we've had an antivenom for 45 years. We haven't had a single fatality in all that time. But those stories were so powerful within the community, people still not only believe them today, but they indoctrinate their children.